Hi and welcome. I'm Juanita Potgieter and I head up sales and marketing at Verde Group New Zealand. Verde is an Oracle NetSuite solution partner, and in this video, I will provide an introduction and demonstration of the NetSuite SuiteSuccess Starter Edition. Before we move on, note that the content in this video is intended for information purposes only and correct at the time of publishing. Hopefully, most of you already know NetSuite, but if you don't, NetSuite is the first cloud company founded in 1998 with the goal of delivering a single cloud-based system to run a business. NetSuite has over 5,500 employees globally, and over 40,000 organizations and subsidiaries trust NetSuite to run their business day in and day out. NetSuite remains the fastest growing financial management platform in the world. NetSuite was born in the cloud and designed to address an entire business. NetSuite is cloud first and cloud only. Access using any device, anytime, anywhere. It is user orientated, easy for anyone to pick up and use without extensive training. It is fit for purpose and always up to date. Built on a single data source, our unified data model allows you to report and analyze your entire business end to end. It is all real-time with no need to build complex data warehouses with multiple moving parts. NetSuite's unified data model delivers unrivaled analytical capabilities from day one. The unified data model allows customers to define who is able to view, analyze, and transact across the enterprise, managing security by functional area, fields, companies, subsidiaries, and sites. NetSuite provides the functionality that every business needs to be successful: HR, core financials, supply chain management, customer relationship management, e-commerce, and coupled with our Built for NetSuite program, we have the capability as a partner to build on top of the NetSuite platform to ensure our customers have what is needed to be successful. And through all of this, NetSuite is global. Every business is becoming more global and will need these capabilities in order to compete. That means not only being able to transact in different countries, but to have the ability to run on a platform that is available 24/7, 365. It's secure, scalable, and always up to date with the latest requirements. We are able to handle the difficult task of going global with multi-book, multi-language, multi-currency, and multi-country tax compliance. And last but not least, it is built for your industry. We make sure that NetSuite has what is needed across software, services, advertising, media, and publishing, non-for-profit, manufacturing, wholesale distribution, and retail, just to name a few. However, having the right cloud suite is just the starting point. NetSuite wanted to make customers happier. They wanted to bring what they have learned from our customers to other companies making the same transformation, and together we wanted to make it easier to consume NetSuite. In essence, they wanted to make the software easier to implement and run. Thus, introducing NetSuite SuiteSuccess. SuiteSuccess is a multi-year transformation effort to combine the NetSuite Unified Suite, 20 years of industry-leading practices, a new customer engagement model, a business optimization method into a unified industry cloud solution. NetSuite changed the way they work as a company, how they build software, how we deliver software and services, and how we manage the entire relationship. We transitioned from asking clients what they want to being more advisory. Through NetSuite, we offer leading practices in the industry. We have different sales and delivery motions for each vertical and sub-vertical by market segment, from starter, emerging, mid-market, and corporates. Today we are focusing on the SuiteSuccess Starter Edition. The NetSuite SuiteSuccess Starter Edition is a total solution designed to help small and rapidly growing companies manage all aspects of their business in one single system. The NetSuite SuiteSuccess Starter Edition will have you up and running quickly with pre-configured KPIs, workflows, reminders, reports, and value-driven dashboards for daily and strategic needs. for all key roles within your business from day one. This will enable a faster go live, ready from day one at a feasible, cost-effective price. NetSuite delivers a unified and phased pathway for our customers to succeed and scale their business. Here is how it works. The first step is all about delivering a single view of customers, orders, items or SKUs, and the real-time reporting capabilities. Getting a business on a real-time platform so that all channels are operating from a unified base is the critical foundation. Leveraging NetSuite's pre-configurations and leading practices, customers are able to go live on this step quickly. After moving to NetSuite, customers can choose from a number of capabilities to help further streamline other parts of the business. A common next step is expanding the accounting and financial functionality of the platform to enhance reporting and automation capabilities. This phase allows for international expansion, advanced financial capabilities, more streamlined procurement processes, and tighter purchasing controls. From there, they are freed from the constraints of their legacy systems and are ready to tackle more complex financial challenges, including integration expansion, project management organizations, global operations, and book management, and advanced compliance requirements. Ultimately, the focus turns to more innovative and disruptive strategies such as integrated marketing, enhanced customer experience through self-service, and multi-channel integration. Solution providers will often talk about roles. However, NetSuite delivers all the tools needed from day one so that anyone can get up and running quickly with the right workbench to be successful. All of our roles come pre-configured with all the KPIs, reminders, reports, and value-driven dashboards for daily and strategic needs, proven from years of real-world use by thousands of people in similar roles. The SuiteSuccess Starter Edition comes pre-configured with 6 roles and dashboards, 95 reports already set up and ready to be used, 7 KPI scorecards, and 25 forms to help streamline your business. The Starter Edition is not just about core financials. You can also include basic projects, pick, pack and ship, matrix items, and assemblies. There's no waiting to get started. Your business is ready to grow from the start. Let us now move to a product demonstration. In the following demonstrations, I will cover financial management, quote management, order management, purchase management, and item management. As finance and accounting are at the core of every business process, let's start with the SuiteSuccess Starter overview on the financial management process. In this demonstration, we will walk through the financial reporting and journal entries. I'm going to take on the role of the controller to walk you through the power of the platform and illustrate how these concepts make my job a little bit easier. I am now logged into NetSuite in my controller role. This is a purpose-built dashboard created specifically for my role, leveraging years of leading practices, and it contains reminders, shortcuts, and key metrics necessary for me to perform my job. I'd like to start by going over several key reports that are relevant to the controller role. The income statement, budget versus actual reports, the AP aging, and the AR aging reports, all of which are accessible directly from my dashboard. By right-clicking, I can open these up on new tabs in my browser. I'll start by reviewing my income statement. From here, I can pivot this report by accounting period, department, class, or location. I can also add additional filters and can further customize this report to create company or role-specific reports that can be published to the entire organization or my own individual set of reports for review. With a click of a button, I can now view our results by quarter. All of our reports are drillable, and within a few clicks, I can navigate from this consolidated income statement report to any transactions in question. Additionally, I can export this report to Excel, PDF, or Word if needed. It can also be emailed and even scheduled to be emailed on a specific day to individual recipients. I'd like to move to my budget versus actual report to follow up on any significant variances for the quarter. I've had problems with rent expenses in the past and can see that I have a significant variance in that account. With a click, I can now see the income statement detailed report. And with another click, I can see the detailed transaction that I believe is causing the variance. I'd like to pause for a moment to highlight this journal entry transaction form. This is where the transaction information is captured. The journal entry debits and credits are filled out on the line sub tab along with the corresponding department class and location. We have the option to make these required as well, but my company has left them optional. As a controller, in this account, I have the ability to change the transaction to the correct GL impact. There is also a full audit trail associated with this transaction under the System Information sub-tab so that a month or quarter and review can be conducted on all transactions that I have both edited and saved. However, depending on my company's level of risk or compliance needs, I can also build in preventative controls that require a basic to complex review process for each transaction. NetSuite is a real-time system, meaning that whenever a transaction is created or edited, it is updated across the entire system. So no waiting for batches to process. I'll move to my accounts payable report similar to the AR report, and like all reporting in NetSuite, the system allows for full drill down on each number. They are also similar to the income statement report in that they can be customized and exported as needed. But with these, I can also set my preferences for the intervals shown and the as of date for the aging. I'll now go back to my dashboard and open up my bank reconciliation. Here I can set the date of the reconciliation and clear all deposits, payments, and add any new charges that appear on my bank statement that are not yet recorded in the system. We have now walked through a high-level demonstration of the financial reporting in NetSuite, journal entries, and bank reconciliations. Next, let's walk through creating and managing leads and prospects, creating quotes and turning quotes into sales orders within NetSuite. I'm now logged into NetSuite as a sales rep. Again, this dashboard comes pre-configured and contains reminders, shortcuts, and key performance indicators necessary for me to do my job. From here, I have KPIs that provide real-time visibility into opportunities, sales orders, and open quotes. My dashboard provides visibility into the sales activities and reminders of what I need to complete. I can see leads, recent sales activities, and calls that I need to complete for the day. There are several ways to enter information into NetSuite. However, I'm going to use my shortcuts at the top left-hand corner to enter my lead. I'm going to go ahead and create a new lead which can be entered manually, imported, or even registered by the prospect through the website. Now you must enter a company or contact name. The rest of the details are great to capture, but not mandatory at this time. You'll notice that the lead status drop-down menu comes out of the box with qualified and unqualified options. Once you enter the appropriate data, hit Save. Leads can be created for individual customers or B2B and can contain information such as email, phone, sales rep, and lead source, as well as industry, number of employees, annual revenue for tracking metrics. When I scroll down to the sub-tabs at the bottom, you can access a number of details. Lead qualification analytics can be tracked from the Sales sub-tab, and multiple contacts can be stored within the Relationship sub-tab. As I click over to the Communication sub-tab, you can add phone calls, tasks, and events for follow-up, as well as attach any necessary supporting documents on the Files sub-tab. Once your lead is qualified, you can apply multiple prospect stages that provide visibility into your sales pipeline. I'll fill out the required field so that we can move this opportunity to the prospect proposal stage. Then we will create a quote by editing the lead and using the drop-down menu to select the proposal stage. You will notice that our record type has changed from a lead to a prospect record now. To create a customer quote associated with our prospect, we will click on this shortcut and select Quote. Notice that the company and sales rep are automatically populated. In the Sales Information section, you can add the necessary items associated with the estimate. We're going to select the Dell LED monitor. Notice the warning message notifying us whether the item is in stock or has been ordered. In this case, there are 38 available across all locations with 0 back ordered and 3 on order. You can see that we have the units available for sale and we can select the appropriate quantity for purchase. The base price level will be the default, but you can change it using any of the price levels that are set on the item record. When I move over to the Shipping tab, I can choose different shipping methods. This is all part of the shipping integration. You can also have the system default to your method of choice. After the estimate is saved, you can create a sales order, cash sale, or invoice transaction with the click of a button. NetSuite is designed and developed to facilitate seamless order entry. Next, we will walk through the seamless creation of an invoice from a sales order to item fulfillment and customer payment. From my home dashboard, I will navigate to the sales order transaction form. Here, I will select my customer and choose the items being purchased using the drop-down menu on the item line of the sales order. Then I can select the various items to be purchased. I'll select an iPad Pro. Notice that the description and rates are all populated with the item details created on the item record. NetSuite also supports customer-specific pricing and group price levels. With the items entered, we will move to the Billing sub-tab. You can see that the payment terms and billing addresses are pre-populated using the data from the customer record. NetSuite supports multiple shipping and billing addresses and will retain the historical addresses from the sales order and invoice transactions. NetSuite is PCI compliant and has multiple merchant providers that allow for credit card processing right there in your NetSuite system. I will now save the sales order. With the sales order entry complete, I'll move to the warehouse role where I can now fulfill the items on the sales order. By using the search bar, I navigate directly to the sales order that was just created for demonstration purposes. I'm going directly into the sales order we previously generated and finding the button Fulfill. After clicking, I will be taken to the fulfillment record for all inventory items requiring shipment. In this example, we have the Pick Pack Ship function turned on for proper checks and balances. As this goes through the warehousing process, I can track each step of fulfillment through the completion of packing and shipping. We can also automate some of these processes to automatically happen when triggered. Depending on my preferences, I can have an automatic email notification sent out to my customer indicating that the sales order has been fulfilled. Now that the sales order has been fulfilled, I'm ready to invoice this customer. I will switch roles to a controller now. Notice as I navigate into the sales order, the buttons have changed and I can now bill the customer. Note that the invoice is now being generated for the customer. I have the option to email the invoice, mail it, accept a payment right away, or even create a credit memo depending on what the business requirements and processes are. Let's return to the sales order and we'll see that it has been invoiced and is now showing as billed. On the Related Records sub-tab, I have full visibility into the fulfillment and invoicing associated with the sales order transaction. Let's now move to the final and arguably the most important step in the process, receiving a payment. Payments can be made directly here from the customer record. Once I type the amount of the payment, it can be either auto-applied to the oldest invoice or individually selected. Any necessary discounts can be taken at the line level and posted to the defined GL account. Now, going back to my sales orders and the Related Records sub-tab, we can see the invoice is marked Paid in Full. Let's now look at how NetSuite can help automate and streamline your procurement process, all while providing visibility, efficiency, and effective purchasing controls in your organization. NetSuite was designed to streamline and automate ordering through vendor payment, all within an integrated suite. I am now logged in as the purchasing manager to walk you through how the platform streamlines the procurement process. This is my pre-configured dashboard that is purpose-built, and it contains reminders, shortcuts, and key metrics necessary for me to perform my job. Here you can see reminders for items that require me to take action, which includes all the items that needs to be ordered. Here I can see what items I should reorder based upon specific reorder points. Let's order more iPads from our US1 location to get our inventory levels back up to where we want them. With the click of a button, NetSuite has automatically created a purchase order for these items without any data entry. The purchase order will be sent automatically to the vendor via the preferences we have detailed on the vendor record, which is usually an email. You can receive the items directly off the purchase order, but we can also find shortcuts to the same information from the dashboard. Now that I've ordered more iPads and created a new PO, I'll see it in my reminders portlet under the orders to receive. If I have multiple orders to receive, I can receive them in bulk through this reminder. But for now, let's look at the purchase order we just created. Here I can see the items related to the purchase order and can receive these items right from the PO. On the item receipt, I can select the location and quantity of items I want to receive. I can do a partial receipt in the case of an incomplete shipment. This helps me control what I receive and keeps inventory levels at my locations accurate. Now that we've received this order, I'm going to take on the AP Analyst role to process the vendor bill and payment. My dashboard as an AP Analyst looks different from the Purchasing Manager, as I have different tasks and metrics that are important to me. I have a different list of reminders, including purchase orders to bill, bills to pay, and invoices due. From this screen, I can create bills in bulk or select a few or just one. Note how NetSuite streamlines the data and pushes the information through versus forcing me to rekey any information. As I save this, a vendor bill will be created and my AP aging will be updated in real time to reflect the new bill. My dashboard will also be updated. By drilling into my current AP aging report, you can see the vendor bill. As you can see from the report, I can drill straight into the detail level. All reports in NetSuite are drillable, so I can continue to drill down to the source transaction from this report. There are multiple ways in NetSuite to pay vendor bills. One way is to make a payment straight from the vendor bill itself. Notice how I can handle bulk bill payments, but I will process the specific transaction we've been working with. The vendor bill is now paid. Finally, I'd like to take a look at the vendor record. From the vendor record, I can get a view of all the transaction history by clicking on the Vendor 360 sub-tab and access information like the vendor scorecard, which highlights the total number of orders, their combined value, the average days to receive them, and how often the shipments arrive on time. You have view options like Open Purchase Orders, Open Bills and Credits, Top Purchased Items, Items Returned, and even Late Purchase Orders. We've just walked through the procure to pay process and the vendor record at high level. Lastly, let's walk through the item management process. NetSuite can help automate your warehouse management process, all while providing visibility and effective internal controls over your procurement and sales processes. Item management is key to streamlining the order to cash, procure to pay, and warehouse management processes. As a warehouse operations manager, this is my dashboard that comes pre-configured out of the box and is available from day one. It contains reminders, shortcuts, and key metrics necessary for me to perform my job as the warehouse operations manager. One metric that I commonly monitor is sales by item. I have this metric highlighted here on my dashboard, and by clicking on View Details, I can drill further into this for more information if necessary. I am now viewing my complete sales by item report. I can change the dates here and break this down further by class, department, or location by changing the column heading here on the bottom of the screen. It is also possible to see this by week, month, quarter, or year. I'll take a look at this by location. Now, with the click of a button, you are seeing sales by item by location. Although reports in NetSuite are drillable, which means I can navigate down to the source transaction level, or I can even drill straight to the item record. First, let's look at the transactions that are behind the sale of our iPad Pro from our US 1 location. You'll see all the details of the transactions behind the numbers. I'll drill into the invoice as it has links to the customer items sold and the cash payments related to this transaction. From here, let's go to the item record itself to see how it was set up. Notice that through drill down capability, we have gone from a standard report to following the details of the transaction and straight into the item record. The record represents the single source of truth for this item. This is an inventory item for sale. However, we have many different item types such as item groups, kit packages, non-inventory items, other charge, and service type items. NetSuite provides the ability to segregate information like department class and location. On the Purchasing Inventory tab, you can set details like reorder points, automation around dropship items, or items that need to automatically trigger linked purchase or work orders, preferred vendors, item costs, and locations we keep the inventory in. Here I can find my inventory quantities on hand by location and can also see the average cost per unit on the Sales Pricing tab. With proper permissions, I can set up the pricing for this item with multiple pricing levels and quantity price points. Additionally, on the Accounting sub-tab, you can see that I can default the relevant accounts for this item to determine the proper general ledger impact. In this example, you can see which income asset and COGS account are assigned to this particular item. Next, I'll move to the 360 tab. As I mentioned earlier, items are used to automate processes like order to cash, procure to pay, and warehouse management. You'll notice here I have a 360-degree view where I can see all the transactions relating to the specific item. I can drill into sales and margin information by location, historical sales information, open sales orders, and open purchase orders. This concludes our high-level overview of the financial management, quote management, order management, purchase management, and item management in the NetSuite SuiteSuccess Starter Edition. If you would like to set up a meeting with a technical expert from our team to walk you through our leading practices and the system in more detail and explain the functionality you'll receive as part of your NetSuite activation, please reach out to us at sales@verdegroup.co.nz today. Thank you for watching this overview and demonstration of the NetSuite SuiteSuccess Starter Edition.